Hi guys, it's Temi with xoxo. Welcome to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be giving you guys the lowdown on all of the handbags that I passed on this year. So bags that were on my radar or on my wish list that I really wanted, but I ended up not buying. And I thought I would take stock because it is the end of the year. So I'm going to share with you guys all the bags that I wanted and passed on eventually, and my thought process in deciding what to buy and what not. Hopefully this will help someone out there decide on what items they want to add, if at all, into their collection. First off are heart bags, and this is all heart bags. Heart bags were huge last year. They became even huger this year, and I did a video on how the heart bag trend was really huge, especially for the Chanel 22S heart bag, and I'll leave that video linked in the description box below if you want to go watch that. But I really like the silhouette. I mean, it's not for everybody, but I like novelty bags. I like bags that are just different and quirky and fun, which is kind of like why I like Kate Spade and their design aesthetic. So I really liked heart bags. I wanted one. And of all the bags that were released between last year and this year, I landed on the Kate Spade one. So the Kate Spade outlet version. When I went in store in April of this year, and I took a look at the bag. I saw it. I bought the black and white polka dot version because that's the one I wanted. I knew for sure I didn't want a colored, young girl type colored bag. Like if I was going to buy a hat bag, I wanted it to be in black or in like that kind of dark solid color, you know. And so I bought the Kate Spade outlet version in the black color with white polka dots, and I took it back to my hotel room because I was in the US at the time. I sat with it for a bit. I looked at him like, the top of this bag is awkward. Why is it awkward? And then I started to play with the zipper. The zipper was not smooth and it was just crooked. Like the top was crooked. I eventually did buy this coated hat bag, but I'm just going to use it to show you what I meant. So you see how when I open or when this bag is closed, it is smooth. There's no bumps. It's straight. The Kate Spade version, when I close it or when it was closed, it was not straight. It was like bent like this. Like fully closed, this is how the top will be, like crooked, like wonky. It was not straight. That's the best way I can describe it. And I knew that was going to bother me a lot, and so the very next day I took the bag back and I returned it. And the store I purchased it from, it was an outlet store in Orlando, and the sales associates there were not very nice at all. Like I got the first one. They brought it out for me. I looked at it. I saw it was crooked at the top. I asked them to bring another one because I thought it was just a defect with that particular one. And they were looking at me like I was being crazy or too picky. And I'm personally not even picky with bags. They just had a very off attitude. So honestly, I would not have bought that bag that way if it wasn't for their attitude. I just wanted to get the bag and leave. So when they brought out the second one, I just took a pic for it and left. But then when I got to my hotel room and I looked at it more and more, I'm like, no, I will not be comfortable with this crooked bag. I'm not going to be happy with it. I'm just going to return it. So I didn't want to go back to that first store because I was so irritated with them. I went to another outlet store that was also close by, and I returned it there, and they were just all so wonderful in that store. Honestly, I wish I had shopped at that second outlet. So I went to Vinelands first, and then I went to, I can't remember what the name of the second one was. I'll link my videos because I filmed in both outlet malls, so I'll link my shop with me's below so you can watch that as well. So yeah, I definitely wanted the Kate Spade hat bag. I saw it, I didn't like it, so I passed on that. Eventually ended up with my love, the Coach hat bag, and I'm so happy I waited. I'm so happy I didn't settle for that Kate Spade hat. All right, and next bag I passed on is the Coach Ruby 25. Now, when this bag launched earlier in the year, I did go to the Coach store to take a look at it. I looked at it at first I thought I wasn't going to like it because I don't particularly like Boston style, barrel style bags. I've felt that way for a while. It's the reason why when I wanted to buy my first Louis Vuitton bag, I bought the Alma and not the Speedy. And so I've never gravitated towards barrel style bags. So I just went into the store that day just to look at all the new items. And then I saw the Ruby. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is actually very beautiful. Oh, the leather feels so good. And you guys know I get sucked in by leather so bad. I tried it on. I styled it. Again, I'll link that video below because I filmed in store as well. And I was like, yes, when this bag goes on sale, I'm going to buy it, you know, in the color black. I really wanted it in the black. Guess what? The Ruby has gone on sale many times since then. It's on sale right now, I think. If it is, I'll link it below. I have not bought that bag. I will not buy that bag, and I don't think I'm interested in buying that bag. Next was the Fleming bucket bag. Again, earlier this year, Tory Burch had a sale. I think it was their spring event, and so I went to the Chinook Mall in Calgary, and I stopped by the store. That's when I bought my Ella tote, my Ella puffer tote. This one, and I did an unboxing of this on my channel. A video link will be in the description box below. I actually also filmed in the Tory Burch store that day, so if you want to see the Fleming bucket bag that I'm talking about, go watch that video. It will be linked below. I fell in love with that bag. I fell hard and I fell deep. It was crochet, so it was really soft and nice to touch, but the jewels, I think the jewels are what drew me in. That bag is beautiful. It is different. I love bucket bags. I don't know if you know, but I've always said that I love bucket bags. But I feel like bucket bag styles it's a style of bag that you only need one. If you have a bucket bag, you only need one. But this one is a small version. It was just so beautiful. It was so well made. If I hadn't seen it in person, I may not have been as drawn to it as I was. But I saw it. It was on sale. I really wanted it, but I just had to do the mature thing and step away because I did not go there to buy that bag. And I was like, no, I'm not going to spend any more money. I'm going to be an adult. I'm going to be responsible. And I'm going to walk away. I regret it. I regret it every day. Because if I had spent the money then, I still wouldn't be thinking about the bag now. And I'm still thinking about the bag. And you know what? Recently, during their Black Friday event, the bag popped up on the website, but then when I wanted to link it in one of my previous videos, in my Black Friday, my Cyber Monday sale roundup, I couldn't find it to link. So I'm like, where did this bag disappear to? And that's the thing about that bag. It goes on and off the website. Like 1 minute it's here, 1 minute it's not. It's like, not many people will know about the bag. And so it's playing hide and seek with me. I eventually have not bought it. I don't have it in my collection. Do I want it? Yes. Am I going to buy it? I don't think so, because really, when am I going to use that bag? What am I going to use it for? What am I going to pair it with in my wardrobe? Like, it's not a casual bag. I don't go out for that many occasions that require a bag like that. Like, what type of occasions even require a bag like that? It's just kind of like a pretty on my shelf type bag, and I wish I had all the money in the world where I could buy any bag I wanted, whether or not I was going to use it, but I can't. So, pass. Next is the Tory Burch Wheeler shoulder bag. I wanted this bag so bad before I saw it in person. Now, let me tell you. For the longest time, I wanted an all black bag. Black exterior, black interior, black hardware, everything black. And then I came across a YouTube video of someone who was unboxing the Tory Burch Wheeler. And the Wheeler is an outlet bag, a Tory Burch outlet bag. And Tory Burch Outlet doesn't have an online presence, so you have to go in store. But I saw this YouTube video and I was like, wow, that's a great bag. You know, it had quilts on it, diamond quilts. It was really nice. Like, it was everything I wanted in an all black bag. And so I'm like, oh, I'm going to the US in April. I'm going to go to Tory Burch Outlet and check this bag out. So I did. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not like Tory Burch Outlet bags. I've come to that conclusion that Tory Burch Outlet bags are not of the type of quality that I like. I saw the Wheeler, I had it in my hand. I was like, this is your opportunity to buy this bag, the bag you always wanted. I couldn't do it. I'm like, no, this is terrible quality. I'm not going to spend. And it was about $300 plus. It was about a little over $300. I'm like, I'm not going to spend $300 on an outlet bag that is crappy quality. I'm sorry if you like this bag, but no. It was a no for me. My dream is like dream in the mud. I had to pass. But you know what? Good thing, because I passed on that bag, and then Coach Boutique came out with the Pillow Madison shoulder bag in black, in 2 different sizes, in all black. Now, the larger size I didn't like as much when I saw in person, because the stitching was kind of like in a creamy color or off-white color. It wasn't black stitching. So I was like, no. Everything has to be black. And then they came out with the smaller version. I think it's a size 18, they call it. I'm not sure. That bag was like, I was like, yes. Black stitching, black leather, black hardware, everything black. And I'm like, yes. Thank God I did not buy Tory Burch. This Madison, quilted pillow Madison, is the one I want. And I was going to buy it. Matter of fact, I was like, when this bag goes on sale after Christmas this year, I'm going to buy it. That's what I told my essay. I said, essay, as soon as this bag is on sale after Christmas, let me know. Send me a pay by link. I'm going to buy it. But then you know what happened? You make plans and plans just laugh at you. Plans just look at you and say, Temi, I am going to laugh at you. Well, Coach Boutique came out with this bag. They came out with the hot bag, which is a hat bag, which I wanted. It was a quilted bag, which I wanted. And it was in all black. So I'm like, this one kills two birds with one stone. So I had to compromise. It was either this or the Madison. I was not going to buy both. This one ticked off 2 boxes. The Madison ticked off just 1. I ended up going for this. So I passed on the Madison. And finally, another bag that I again saw in person in Orlando in April was the Marc Jacobs Snapshot. Now, prior to this, Marc Jacobs was really huge. They blew up. Marc Jacobs, the brand, kind of blew up last year for me. I know that's when I started really taking notice of Marc Jacobs bags. It blew up with the tote. Actually, I think it was a Snapshot before the tote. And then now there's a whole bunch of other Marc Jacobs bags that are really huge. But I saw the Snapshots in person at the Marc Jacobs outlet in Orlando, and they had many, many, many beautiful colors, like several colors. They were so beautiful. I was so drawn. And the lady in the store, the SA, she's good. She's good. She almost got me because she's like, oh, this one's gonna fit your outfit. I can see you wearing this, or you look this. I almost walked out of that store with that bag. The only thing that stopped me was that I had just spent about $900 at Tory Burch. I didn't buy that Billa bag, but I bought like a lot of shoes because while I don't like Tory Burch outlet bags, I do love their shoes. I love Tory Burch outlet shoes. Highly, highly recommend. So I bought a whole bunch of Tory Burch outlet shoes. I had spent $900 at Tory Burch. And I'm like, no. And after that, it was on my radar for a while. But when I thought about it, I was like, it's a camera bag. You have a camera. Well, I didn't at that time, but I do now. And like, you have other bags that can fit the role the Snapshot to play in your wardrobe. You really, really don't need that bag at all. So I ended up passing on the Marc Jacobs Snapshot. Now, while I'm very, very proud of my thought process and my rationalization process when it comes to purchasing or not purchasing in this case, I must say that I didn't do the very best this year at all because I added a huge amount of new handbags into my collection. And if you want to find out exactly how many and which ones I bought, just click on this video right here where I give a roundup of all of the handbags that I purchased in 2022. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in this one. Bye.